Streets TV. You niggas ain't locked in for real.
Alright, y'all, we here with Terrence Gangsta Williams. Welcome to you the Keys to the Streets TV. You know what I'm saying? The hottest blog worldwide, US, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's what's up. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. We want to start off by asking, you know what I'm saying, where you from in New Orleans, about your section and all that.
I was born and raised in Gertown. It was this uptown 17 ward. From there, we moved to the Callio Project. That's where Master P grew up at. Stayed there by like 6 months to a year. Then we moved across the street on Johnson Street. From Johnson Street, we moved to Fiddle Street. From Fiddle Street, I went to juvenile jail. While I was there, my mother moved to the Magnolia Project.
Okay, so what was the Magnolia Project like?
Beautiful, lovely, girls, but it was like you had to know what was going on. You had to be seasoned because if you didn't, you would get ran over.
Right.
You know, so if you just coming back there, you get money, you grinding, and the youngsters in the Magnolia, they see that you fresh and you don't really know what you're doing, they're gonna take advantage of you.
Just like how anybody would.
Right, you know, you come back there, you fresh, so you're gonna get picked on, you're gonna get, but so happened, I used to hang in the Magnolia Project before we even was moved in the Magnolia Project.
Right,
See what I'm saying? Right, so because I used to play football with a lot of them back there, so they was familiar with me. And then my best friend Hank, mother lived on Washington Avenue, which was like directly across the street from the Magnolia, so we would be, you know what I'm saying? So I was already familiar with them. And then I was slinging a pistol at a young age, so when I broke out of juvenile jail, that's where I went to, but my mother was already living back there at this particular time, but I couldn't go to her house because, you know, the police, they was looking for me. So I was staying in the project, but she didn't know I was staying in the project, but that's where I got my name and the fame from the Magnolia Project.
Right, so I was going to ask you about your name. How did you get your name?
From Stone. Y'all know him, like, people ain't know if it's Killer Stone. We was in juvenile jail, and I used to be telling them like how I used to be wilding, robbing people, doing stuff at a young age. And he used to look at me, he used to be like, man, I like you, man. You know what? You're a little gangster. So I was like, yo, we had this little board where they used to let us paint and stuff back there. So I wrote Lil Gangster and I painted. I said, Mom, what's my new nickname, Lil Gangster? So it wasn't until when I went home in 93, 94, I took the Lil off. I was like, that's enough of that Lil. I ain't Lil Gangster no more, I'm just gangster.
Nigga, you turned up and
yeah, and no more Lil Gangster, that's over with. Yeah, take that Lil off there. You know, so yeah.
Okay, so like, I know you from Magnolia, right? So I know it's a couple big names from Magnolia, like Magnolia Slim, the one of them I know was C Murder from Magnolia too, right?
No, Juvenile.
Juvenile from Magnolia? Okay.
Right, Juvenile, yeah. Magnolia Slim stayed on the same project I stayed on. Juvenile stayed on the old side. Juvenile and Turk, actually, off the old side. You got Magnolia Slim, Magnolia Shorty. She's deceased now.
Right.
She stayed right around the corner.
She the bounce artist.
Right, yeah, our bounce queen, yeah, she's gone. She stayed right around the corner from my house. Actually, I got a video I did on YouTube where I'm in my Infiniti QX4 truck where it's Stone in there and she's sitting on the sunroof. Through the sunroof sitting up there, yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I do music, so Magnolia Shorty, I like to sample her, cause she...
Yeah, man, that was...
bounce music,
Bro, doing this stuff, she used to clown me about that because they was on the park and I was on local bounce. I said, bro, if you go in any neighborhood with a lot of sound in your car and you playing that Tupac stuff, Biggie stuff back then, you know, people might bob their head. But you come through playing that Magnolia Shorty, Monkey on that,
they finna start dancing.
They about to shake your ass, boy. So y'all tripping, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we used to go at it, man.
Okay. So I know, like, back in the 90s, that's when New Orleans was a murder capital. You know what I'm saying? A lot of murders, you know what I'm saying? So, shoot. Really, I know you have to duck and dodge, you know what I'm saying? Like, how is it just living out there? Like, you know, right now, LA is probably like one of the hottest cities. LA, Chicago, you know what I'm saying? How was it in New Orleans in the 90s?
Well, honestly, now New Orleans is back at its top of the murder rate. Now they just was talking about it just a few days ago, well, last week sometime. Just like you say, in any other city, like I tell people, bro, it's gangsters and killers in every city. It's just that no limit, cash money, in the music industry, they got the spotlight, so quite naturally people gonna know where you come from. So now when they investigate where they come from, they see, oh man, there's a lot of killing down there. There's a lot of, you know what I'm saying, it's going down, you know. So that's why people, you know, look at us, but we were the murder capital a few times in the 90s. But like I say, Chicago, like you say, California, Alabama, Texas, anywhere you go is gonna be killers, gangsters, drug dealers, you know, every neighborhood, just that we just got the spotlight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, at that particular time. But now that I'm older, I realized that we used to be wilding because we didn't care, like, okay, it's like you tough, I'm tough, we gonna see the toughest. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna ride around with our guns, you gonna ride with your gun, we see each other's on sight. Whereas now that I'm older, I don't want to play that game because it's like, boy, the bullets hurt. You know what I'm saying? When I've been hit up a few times, so you know, like I said, bro, we was young, wild, we kill, and that's just the thing to do. You get hit up, you got war wounds.
So what sections y'all stay away from?
That's hard to say because like I tell people, bro, you don't have like I'm from the Magnolia Project. Well, I rep the Magnolia Project.
That's third
ward, right? But inside the third ward, you got the Belfamine Project, you got the Callio Project, Magnolia Project. I can't
all beef, right?
Right, you know what I'm saying? There's killers every project. You got the 10th ward, the 7th ward, 9th ward, across the river, 15th ward. So I can't say one hood or one ward ran in the city. That's unheard of.
What I hear the most, because New Orleans people came out here a lot after Katrina, like a whole lot of people came.
Right.
The wards I hear the most is the 3rd ward, the 9th, they say 9th. They like 9th.
Yeah.
9th ward, and I think I got one of my partners from the 13th. Where you from?
West Bank.
You from what ward is that? 15. Okay, he from West Bank. You know what I'm saying? I had seen, what was that movie? The movie was on West Bank about the basketball Hurricane season.
Right.
So Wayne was in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you Wayne the Hot Boy. How you Wayne relationship?
I haven't spoken with Wayne since I've been home. I don't have a problem with Wayne. I don't know how. See, this you gotta understand this. I don't have a problem with no one.
Right.
People have a problem with me. You know, it's like, and like I said, I understand it. It's like I sat at this table and made the rules. Under no circumstance, you never talk to the law enforcement. I made those rules. Under no circumstance, you talk to law enforcement. I made those rules. So now, 20-some years later, I broke those rules.
Right.
So I don't want nobody to feel like I'm trying to put my burden on them either. So I don't reach out to none of them. Not saying that they would want to talk to me or they would talk. Or who knows? You know, Rain has rapped about me a lot in some songs, but I don't know. You know, like I said, I haven't talked to Wayne. You know, he living his life. You know, shout out to Wayne. I like that. You know, he come from a city I come from. You know, he accomplished a lot in his career, and that was enough for me. You know, because that's someone that I watched as a youngster. You know, come up in the industry and do his thing while I was incarcerated, and then he told that name Hot Boy beautifully. You know.
Right.
So I don't know. You know how he feels towards me, but like I said, I don't have a problem with no one. I'm out here enjoying life, and I'm happy to be free, bro.
Right. I'm glad you're free. I was about
Thank
to say, so I know, so BG, he got his name from you. You know, BG about to get home soon. You hollered at BG?
No, because, see, BG, Hot Beezel, Bourbon, they all under the old law. You know, so it's like, this what it is. You know, we stuck on this. Because, and I look at it like this here. Had that been BG in my situation, I'll be stubborn and like, no, I don't care. Dead people not, you should never sit down because you saying dead, but how we know it's just that. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I respect it. I don't get mad, get upset with them, or none of that. You know, I just, you know, take it and I just be happy the Lord wake me up every morning. And just what I always tell people, I don't buy friendship, it's too expensive. You know, that's what it is, bro.
I got another question for you. So I know you got the Roku app.
Okay.
So you just got a new app. How you find the Roku app?
One of my business partners told me about it. She reached out to the people and let them know, because I had got like, before Vlad actually broke my interview down, I had reached over 5 million. And then he came back and put the whole interview out, and that got like 2 million. You know, something views. So then they seen the other stuff I was doing. They seen how fast my YouTube channel blossomed, you know, in such a short period of time. I come home January of last year. I started the YouTube in May and got like 71,000 subscribers now, you know, and it's grown. Put it together, and she was like, I was like, for real? So it's like, yeah. So when she did it, I was like, man, I don't believe that. Then it wasn't until because I don't know how to work the TV.
Right.
So plenty of time I just leave the TV off because there's too much stuff on it, or apps. But when she sent me the thing and told me go on Roku and type in your name and that little gold thing popped up, I was like, wow, what's going down now, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, so we are putting We're gonna be putting videos on there. We're gonna be putting all this lyrics on there. We're gonna be putting on movies on there, documentaries on there.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff to help a lot of people out.
Okay, so any upcoming projects, stuff like that?
Yeah, I got my what do you call that thing? My documentary. I got the documentary. I have the record label. I'm dealing with my record label. I have the non-profit organization called They Need Us. Then once I get all that settled, we're gonna do the movie, the original Hot Boy movie.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I had seen that Mo 3 movie. What was that? The Triple D Takeover. Now Mo 3 was a shooter in that mother. I try to be Mo 3 if I was in the movie, bro.
You say that, yeah.
Yo, man, I'm trying to be the hitman type.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's his brother who had that. They scared to come outside. That song.
That was his brother.
That's him. That's what the brother.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's Mo 3.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't say the N word.
And I haven't said the cuss word, the N word, since 2005 of August.
That's a long time.
He said it's a long time. Yeah. But yeah, I liked that song when I first come out. I used to hear that, man. I was like, well, that's hard here. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up, man. Appreciate you, Gangsta Williams, for going ahead and.
I gotta give my shout outs. Y'all gotta bear with me. I gotta shout out to homie Flash. I gotta shout out to homie Weasel. I gotta shout out to homie Lucky. What Lucky brother name? E. I gotta shout out E. I gotta shout out to homie Really Real. Quail, I gotta shout out Quail. What's your name?
That's his old lady.
Oh, what's your name?
Kira.
I gotta shout out Kira, cause I'm letting y'all know the man who interviewed me, that's her man, so he taking y'all. Yeah, I put him out there. Yeah, thank y'all for having me. So I got the keys to the street yet?
Got the keys to the streets.
Wow.
Locked in for real now.
It's all good, baby. Thank you for having me, bro.
All right, signing out.
Key to the Streets TV. You niggas ain't locked in for real.